Match ahead of the two teams going over to America, to Las Vegas very, very soon. But we, my friends, are good to go. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKR Sport. We're here for the next preseason game. We just saw the Knights towel up the Sharkies. And now the Roosters here with a very strong lineup, taking on the Manly Sea Eagles in Gosford. Now, I'm going to quickly go through these two-team lineups because obviously the game is about to start. This is a back-to-back here in Gosford, so they're just going straight into it. Now, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're here for every single game. We've still got 2 more games to go here today as well. The Parramatta Squeals taking on the Canberra Raiders, and then also the South Sydney Rabbitohs taking on the St. George Illawarra Dragons later tonight in the Charity Shield. But all right, here we go. Roosters, team today. James Tedesco, captain. He's the fullback with Daniel Tupou and Dom Young on the wings. Billy Smith and Joey Suaalii are the centres. So straight up, that's a starting back 5 there for the Roosters. You go into the halves. Luke Keary 5'8", Sam Walker as a halfback with Nafahu White and Lindsay Collins front row. Zach Dockerclay the hooker. The only reason it's not Brandon Smith is because he's obviously played for the Māori All-Stars last night. Go to the back row, Siteli Tupunoia and Nat Butcher with Victor Radley as the lock. The interchange, Sandon Smith, Terrell May, Egan Butcher, Angus Crichton, Joey Manu, Suya Wong, Fetalega Pauga, and Connor Watson. So that is the lineup there for the Roosters. Manly out in the field right now, and here is their lineup. Their fullback, Bailey Hodgson, with the wingers being Jackson Paulo and Raymond Tuimaulo Vaega. Centres, Tommy Talau and Clayton Faulolo, with Jake Arthur as the 5'8", and Brandon Wakeham as the halfback. You go to the front rowers, Taniela Paseka and 1244 Sipley, with Sipley as the captain, and then Carl Lawton is the hooker. Ben Trbojevic and Ben Condon are the back row, with Nathan Brown as the lock. Jamie Humphries, Ethan Bullimore, Aaron Woods, Gordon Chankumtong, Brad Parker, Ataisi James, Dean Madison, Max Lehman, Lehigh Habawade, Cameron Brown, Jacob Sykes, and Austin Diaz are all on the bench. So here we go, guys. Like I said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. The 3 guys we're looking towards today to see how they go at the Roosters. Dom Young, obviously transitioning across from the Newcastle Knights. Sam Walker, if he can be the guy going forward. And maybe, who else would I look at there? Suya Wong, Josh Wong there off the bench is what I'd say. For Manly, I'm definitely looking at Tommy Talau in the centres potentially. I'm looking at what we can see out of Jamie Humphries, and then I'm also looking at what we can see out of Benny Trbojevic after he scored a hat-trick last week against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. But alrighty, guys, like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get to the chat, the kickoff. Mate, perfect timing. How good did I just roll through that team list? How good did I just roll through that? Because as I've done that, the kickoff has been made and we are underway. Lindsay Collins starts off here and he'll bring this ball out here to the 13. The only issue I say here for the Roosters is that what do they learn from this game? Just like the Dolphins tomorrow, what do they learn from this? Because they've got their starting lineup out against a reserve-grade Manly squad. The Manly wins this in regards to what they learn rather than the Roosters, regardless of the result. Hayden Ashton said, if Tommy Turbo was playing, I'd give Manly a 1% chance at winning. Cool. Bizza Lad says, remember the game determines who will make the grand final. This game determines who will make the grand final, does it, Bizza Lad? Is that right? Is that right? So, fit tackled here for the Roosters. Radley gets taken down by Nathan Brown. And who's the 12 for Manly? Who is that? That's right. Nathan Brown did play for the Roosters. And Ben Condon is the other back rower. But Hodgson will let that ball bounce over the sideline, and it will be Manly ball here at the 10. Mr. Thumbnail, the thumbnail is Dog Storm. Is it really? Can people confirm that for me? Is the thumbnail actually Dog Storm? Should be Dom Young and Humphries. Sarah says Roosters 100-0. With the team lineups, for sure. You would expect that. Absolutely. And now the thumbnail's right. Yeah, get that into Daz, mate. Gee whiz. Bunny says, no, it's not. And Sia says, the thumbnail's right. Daz, mate, you need help, mate. I actually don't think he's trolling. I think that's probably a bit of a mess in the system for him because so we've had that in the past. Cedar says they need to learn how to play as a team. I think that's the only reason they're on there. That and maybe they are keen to get back on the pitch. No, I think it's because the Roosters have been insulted for years now about how they get off to a slow start. And you can only piece that together from the fact that they've never taken the preseason seriously. Last year included, they didn't play a single starting player in the opening in their both preseason games. So I think that's what they've done this year. They've said, you know what, screw you guys. We're going to play our entire team this year instead. Dasman says, thanks YouTube for making me look like a moron. You know, it is what it is, Daz. You know? It is what it is, champion. That's what happens, mate. That's what happens. Third tackle. That's life. Third tackle here for the Roosters at the 40. 4 tackle now at the 45. Freddie Flax says all Vegas teams leave early next week, don't they? Well, they would play in the preseason. They would have a preseason game next week, so it would have to be immediately after. I think they go maybe the day after they play their final preseason game. I'm not too sure, to be fair. Sam Walker gets the ball. It's still last year. Roosters will get tackled down to 33. So Manly get the ball after a couple of mistakes there from the Chooks. Jasper says, and this is the last. Oh, this is last game before Vegas. Is it really? I'll have a look. Round 2 of the preseason. Rabbitohs play Roosters at Belmore next Friday. Manly play the Broncos at Four Pines Park next Saturday. And the Rabbitohs play... That's right, Rabbitohs, Roosters, and Manly Broncos. So they must all leave on the Sunday. They must all leave on the Sunday, is what I would assume. Yeah, that's what I would assume. But I don't know. Third tackle in for Manly. They're at the 40. Jacob Arthur gives it off to Nathan Brown. And then 4-4-4 Sipley gets this ball inside the attacking half. Manly starting off okay here. You're not complaining without Manly starting. If you're a Roosters fan, you've got all to lose in this game. You know, like you lose this game to this depth squad. It's not a good sign. Tommy Talau here. 13 metres out on the line. Jake Arthur puts the ball up in the air. Awful kick, though. Billy Smith gets it in the in goal. CJ says, if Roosters lose today, then the carnage that would ensue for the club would be crazy. If the Roosters lost today, there'd be a lot of question marks. I don't think they can lose today. I don't think it's possible. But there would be significant question marks. It would come down. That's a pretty awful offload there from Dom Young. Oh, no, it's a knock-on. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's a knock-on. It's not even an offload. It's a knock-on. So Manly get the ball at the 40. This is the thing, though. The Roosters always start off slow. So maybe because they play these opening 2 first-round games, and then they kind of might treat that Vegas game as a preseason game too. If they lose today, next week, and the week after, ultimately, it doesn't really matter to them. They're thinking more long-term, that they'll get into a rhythm quicker, is what I'm probably thinking here. Nice to see the full house crowd all dressed like empty seats. Mate, they're all flying there. This is all the Roosters members. This is all they're all here, mate. They're all here, champion. Here they are, lattes and all. Lattes at the ready. So Manly now, second tackle, get this ball to the 30. Can they score here? Be nice. Be nice to see them score early. Nathan Brown keep this game interesting, but Taniela Paseka he'll be 25 metres out of the line. Good underneath ball there from Carl Lawton and the 9 Nathan Brown. They're 10 metres out now. 4th tackle here for Manly. They probably go right here. They do. Gives it out here to Arthur. Arthur over the top. Numbers. Oh, pass wasn't great. Great defense there from Daniel Tupou, though. 5th tackle. Left-hand side. Off to Jake Arthur. Kicks it through. That's played at. Should be 6 again. It is 6 again. Manly here. 10 metres out. Manly are putting on a little bit of a show right now. You know, they're giving it a solid crack early doors. Manly, 12-4-4 Sipley. He'll be 5 metres out here from the line. Bad, so I prefer a flat like myself. You can't be a Roosters fan then, Bad. You can't be a Roosters fan, mate. Come on, champion. Come on. Come on. To be fair, latte's actually pretty good, but overall, it's just because you got to say, like, latte. A latte. And obviously, they're all wearing pink short shorts in Bondi. Ben Trebojevic got a hat-trick yesterday. 5 metres out from the line. That's a penalty for a high tackle. Manly. Look at Manly. Give it a crack here. Just good to see. Ben Trebojevic did score a hat-trick last week. He did score a hat-trick last week against the Rabbits. It was a genuine, just like massive drop-off in regards to the quality of teams, though. They at least had Luke Brooks playing for Manly last week. Surprised he's not playing today, to be honest. So, Taniela Paseka, 4 metres out from the line. Lucas says, take the 2. Bunny says, come on, Manly. Exactly right. Jake Arthur, off to Wakeham. Wakeham's such a weird signing by Manly. I didn't understand that one. Carl Lawton, he's 5 metres out. He'll give it off to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown, Jake Arthur. Arthur to Ben Trebojevic. Oh, he's been good this preseason, man. I'm loving Ben Trebojevic. He definitely is trying to work his way into this Manly side. Right-hand side, Arthur. Arthur here to Wakeham. Wakeham here. Tommy Talau, knock on Roosters. Knock on Roosters. So, a fresh set of 6 for Manly, 10 metres out. Tommy Talau is the 4, yes? No, that's Clayton Fa'alolo. Tommy Talau's the 3 on the other side. Fa'alolo. Nice work there to get away from the tackle, and Daniel Tupou stops the try there for Raymond Tuama'olo-Vaiga. If the Roosters lose today, that'd be fitting. It would be quite fitting there, Nate J. But with that being said, like, surely they don't. Surely they don't. More pressure on the Roosters. Well, Manly have to score. You know what I'm saying? They've had so much ball here. Jake Arthur. Now it's Tommy Talau. He's 2 metres out from the line. First tackle for Manly. Kroger. Not Kroger, sorry. It's Carl Lawton playing the 9 today. I'm so used to looking at the number and seeing Kroger. Don't worry about that. Sipley gives it off to Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown to Fa'alolo. And Fa'alolo taking down 10 metres out from the line. Second tackle. Bumper crowdy today. Manly played in Gosford last week against Rabbits too, so they should be used to the ground. Good offload there from Nathan Brown. Jake Arthur, Ben Trbojevic. Ben Trbojevic still going here. Taken down 6 metres short here of the line. Third tackle for Manly. Manly. Carl Lawton. Nathan Brown now 4 metres out from the line. Fourth tackle. 6 again for Manly. They have to score. They have to score. They've had so much ball here on this Roosters line. Wow. Right-hand side, Jake Arthur. Arthur here gives it off to Ben Condon. He's 4 metres out from the line. I'll answer your question in a second, Bad. Second tackle for Manly. Out the back here to Arthur. Arthur here to Tainala Paseka. Paseka now. He'll be 6 metres out from the line. Yeah, not much direction from Manly halves. Freddie Flack, absolutely. But with that's what you're going to get when you've got, you know, Jake Arthur and Brandon Wakeham as your halves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lawton! Oh, he'll be held short of the line. So it'll be 5th tackle. He just said tackle 4 there. No, it is 5th tackle. I was going to say. And short try time! Manly. Try time for Manly. Tofo'o Sipley. He plays as the dummy half and he scores under the post. It is about to be 4-0. It's about to be 6-0 any moment now. It is about to be 6-0 any moment now. Try time, 12-4-4, simply right underneath the post, baby. Now we're talking. I don't get why some people are saying the thumbnail is not Roosters versus Manly. It's got the thumbnail here. I'll try change just to see. Change to Eels Raiders, and then we'll save, and then we'll switch it around again. But 12-4-4 simply with a try, so we'll save that, and then I'll try to save it back as the Roosters Manly thumbnail, because it definitely should be Roosters Manly. I had it as that. Roosters Manly, upload that, and then save, bang. There we go. So maybe try refresh. It shouldn't really matter anyway. If you're here, you're here. If you're here, you're here, mate. You know, get around it. But all right, first try 4-0. Get to go. 10 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Bang. Punch it. Punch the subscribe button. Daz says, look on Discord. I knew I wasn't tripping. Daz, mate, you are always tripping. I haven't seen a single time in your life where you haven't been tripping. HJK Edits getting around it. And they will kick the conversion. So it's 6-0. Brandon Wakeham taking the kicks. And Manly with a full reserve grade squad here. No Tom Trbojevic. No Daly Cherry Evans. You've got no Jason Saab. You've got no Ruben Garrick. You've got no Jake Trbojevic. No Lachlan Croker. No Hamoli Olakuatu. Roosters have their full lineup out there besides Brandon Smith. Bang, 6-0 Manly. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. It only shows it when you're on the home tab. If you go to the video tab, it shows the correct thumbnail. Can someone please go to the home tab and see if it's changed now? Because I did update it. Hayden Ashton says, who scored? It was Tainala Paseka. Scored for... No, sorry, not Tainala Paseka. 12-4 Sipley. Number 10. And it's a penalty Manly. Jeez, Roosters are not looking at goods early doors. Not Roosters, Jay says. With a zing. That's a zing right there, son. He's just zinged him. Oh, wait, yeah, I'll get you the Supercoach League for us, by the way. If people are playing Supercoach, BKR Sport Supercoach League. Bang. That's the code to get in. Pin message. It's the correct one. Thanks, Fatima. Also, guys, go and vote in the poll right now. Which player are you watching most in today's trial? Is it Dom Young, Sam Walker, Jamie Humphries, or Ben Trbojevic? So, right-hand side, Jake Arthur. They're 45 minutes out of their own line. He's second tackle for Manly. AFL or NRL Supercoach? There's NRL Supercoach. Bro, we're on an NRL live stream. Why would I be advertising an AFL Supercoach if it wasn't an NRL live stream? All right, third tackle here, and that's going to be Tommy Talau. They're making good meters here, Manly. Tedesco's got some big question marks this year, man. Needs to prove the age curse wrong. Fifth tackle, Carl Lawton off to Jake Arthur. Arthur puts that ball up into the air. Tommy Talau underneath it with Dom Young. Knock on, Dom Young. Knock on. No way. No way have they just said that's not a knock-on from Dom Young. Am I crazy? Voss is talking about it too. How is it not a knock-on? It's still a knock-on though. Like the ball is still up here. He's playing at the ball. It's a knock-on. That doesn't make sense, that call. That makes no sense. Bads is a great call, yeah. I'm sure it is a great call, mate. Hayden says, I'll join the NRL one, get around it. Yeah, absolutely. That's not a 40-20, I don't think, for Sam Walker, but it's a good kick. NRL's back, baby. That's what happens, you know. NRL's back. We get the dodgy calls. A bit of dodgy call here, bit of dodgy call there, bit of dodgy call everywhere, son. Welcome back to the NRL. If your brain is not fried by watching the referees, then what are you actually doing here? You know what I'm saying? If you've got a full functioning brain, why are you watching rugby league for the refereeing officiating? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not possible. You got to be a little bit short of something to enjoy, to be still watching after all the mistakes we've seen. But second tackle here for Manly. They'll get sport at the 30. Actually, fun fact, Roosters and Manly, 2013 Grand Final. Didn't the NRL apologise for such an awful officiating performance against Manly when Roosters beat him? Good old Nicky had to use a paper bag early, jeez. The old paper bag. I just don't understand how they missed it. Brandon Wakeham off to Ben Condon. And Condon, fourth tackle. They'll be 43 metres out here from the Roosters line. I'll go left-hand side to 12-4-4 Sipley, the try scorer today. Also, if you're wondering why I don't have for these games today on this side the players to watch, that's definitely a knock-on for the Roosters. It is a try, Jake Arthur for Manly. Oh my God, Roosters are getting picked apart by a reserve-grade Manly squad. It's 10-0 here with a kick to come. Oh, they're going to check it. They're going to go to the bunker. No try. Looking to confirm a knock-on by Jake Arthur. But this is a knock-on from Roosters first anyway, surely. I thought this was just a knock-on from the Roosters. I don't think it shouldn't be possible to lose, CJ. It shouldn't be. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. That's insane. They've just said this is a no try because of what just happened there around the ruck. Stop it, man. The Roosters are paying off trial referees. Nicky pulling out another bag, Nate says, bro, what is this? How are the Roosters getting such advantageous calls in the first 15 minutes of the preseason? How on earth? Nathan Brown's done nothing there. I'm in shock. I am absolutely in shock that this game has gone this way. Yeah, Jim Dimmick right now, they're all just, they're talking. That's the most confusing call I've ever seen. If that gets called in a regular season game this year, the fans will riot. The fans will riot if they call that this year. They just said Nathan Brown impacted the play and then said no try. And it wasn't even in the eyesight. It wasn't even... I've got to move on because otherwise my brain will explode. And Tedesco knocks the ball on, and they're away here. Tommy Talau for Manly. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's going to cut back out to the outside. He's not fast enough, but he's still going here at the 30. Taking out the 25. That's Tedesco knock on. But Manly, they're on the roll here. Bit of karma. Right-hand side, you've got numbers galore. You should score. Wakeham gives it off to Farlolo. Gives it out to Raymond to Amalo Vega. And it's... Wow, they've called a forward pass, bro. I'm losing my mind here. Oh, my God. Firstly, the Roosters have looked awful in today's game. The Roosters have looked awful, but, like... Whew... 17 minutes in, Tedesco lost that ball. Tommy Talau with a good run, just wasn't fast enough. Jeez. Bad's the best refereeing ever. This could have been forward. I want to look at this. For Lolo. Yeah, that's on for Lolo. That's not on Raymond Tuimaola Vega. That's... if you just... You could have passed that ball for 10 metres backwards and they still would have scored there. That's how open the wing was. So that's just a bad play by Manly. But overall, this game has been absolutely scuffed by the referees. Yeah, there's a massive stitch-up already, Cam Brodie, for sure. I would be okay with calling that one forward, though. Baz says, who cares if it was forward? It's a trial. So the reason why we care, mate, is because this is what happens in the regular season. Right? So this referee that's refereeing right now will referee in the regular season. And the bunker referee will bunker referee in the regular season, right? So the issue here is that we see this all the time, right? And you're not complaining right now. You're saying, who cares? Because you're the Roosters fan, right? So you obviously enjoy getting the positive calls in favour of your team. Kiri's away here. Kiri's away here. Kiri's away here. Kiri's away. Taken down. 5 minutes out. Great chase there by Jake Arthur. No, sorry, Wakeham. Brandon Wakeham. They go left-hand side. Sam Walker. And they'll get a try time. But it's just like, and this is the issue, right? Because the game completely changes if the right calls were made originally. For example, it would have been a 12-0 Manly game, but instead now it's changed around. We don't care about the result, right, mate? So we're trying to say here, no one cares about the result of a preseason trial. But the fact is that we're going to see these referees in the regular season in 3 weeks' time, and we're going to have mind-numbing, moments again where we're like, holy shit, like, how do you call that, right? Like, the Roosters can win this game 7-0. No one cares. Manly can win this game 7-0. No one ultimately cares. But it's about the fact that this happens all the time in regards to referees. Like, it's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. It's just simply mind-numbing. And they've all been in favour of one team today, right? And that's the complaint. It's not like they're making bad mistakes on behalf of both teams. They're making bad mistakes in favour and advantage of the Roosters in 19 minutes of play so far. Right, Manly have absolutely totaled them across that 19 minutes, but yet it's still going to be 6-6, even though it should have been 12-0. And then the game would have changed, and we don't even know if there would have been this try that happened then. Again, Roosters have a better lineup out here. The Roosters are expected to win this game, and are expected to win this game very, very well. And they will win this game. I'm just going to say this. The Roosters will win this game. But that's not the complaint that we're having right now. It's not the complaint. She says, no way Roosters are losing to a team with Brandon Wakeham and Tommy Talau. Talau actually was pretty good last week, and it's not been too bad today. I would have been more inclined to say Brandon Wakeham and Jake Arthur as the halves. Camp Bro says, this and the reffing during the All-Stars last night has me very concerned. Exactly. Hayden Asher says, who scored? Sorry, didn't hear you say. Sam Walker. Nate Jason, this ref will get every Chooks game this season. Exactly right. There you go. 6-6 here. 20 minutes gone in the first half here, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are new around here. 6-6 is the score. 6-6 I don't know. Sidney says, last season the calls weren't the main problem. It was the consistency of the calls, such as when the Titans didn't get a penalty. Oh. Really? You do this to me right now, brother. Come on, my guy. What you talking about? You're going to talk to me about the Titans-Eels game? I think this... Oh, no, sorry. You're about to talk to me about the Titans-Dolphins and Titans-Eels. Because you're right, but you're going to make me angry. Such as when the Titans didn't get a penalty. By the way, guys, there's a drinks break at the end in the first half because of the humidity and the heat. They have a drinks break, 6-6, 20 minutes gone. Such as when the Titans didn't get a penalty for offside, which cost them the game, but didn't give a penalty against the Eels. Yes, so we got penalised for something in the Dolphins game in extra time, which lost us the game. And then the week after, there were 2 calls that the NRL said were wrong that were the literal call that we got dudded on the week beforehand. And if you want to say that there was an offside against Aaron Clark, then you had to say there was an offside against the Eels twice. And we lost the game where we should have got the calls, and we lost the game where we got the call against us. So it was insane. It was the most absurd 2 weeks I've ever seen. Will Shaw said it should be 18-0. Well, 12-0. I'd say 12-0. I don't know about 18-0. I think the pass was probably slightly forward, if not flat, but probably slightly forward. So I'm okay to take that try away. But the first try, and also you take that try away if you give that original try, right? But it definitely should have been 12-0. His biggest issue for refs bunker is they're always looking to disallow a try, not award one. Think about it. There is a huge difference. No, I agree with you. No, I know. They're always looking to disallow a try, not award one. I know. They're looking for the negatives rather than the positives. Hayden says, damn, didn't have Walker. Baz, good luck asking for consistency. That's a myth. Oh, no, absolutely is bad. And like I tell you guys all the time, I do not think the NRL is rigged. I do not think that the NRL is I don't think you can rig the NRL, but I do think that you can put a placement on the trajectory of it, is what I'll say. So, there are storylines that, they can kind of push down an agenda path, right? Whilst I don't think that, for example, the players aren't in on it, right? The players aren't told, lose this game. It's not how it goes. People think this because they bet. It's just not how it works. But I do think that there are storylines that are played out in a give the advantage to this team. If you have a 50-50 call, give the advantage to this team rather than this team, if you know what I'm saying. So it's going to be his third tackle here for the Roosters at the 40-metre line right now. 20 minutes gone. Cedar says, and the reason we are getting so worked about this is because how is this game meant to be in Vegas expansion ready if the NRL come out every other week saying the ref was wrong? The NRL actually don't, fun fact, do that too much. They don't come out and admit they were wrong, even though the overwhelming consensus say they are. And if it's opposition fans from teams that don't care about the result, they're the ones complaining, that's when you have an issue. And the NRL will usually still go against them and defend the refs, even though they need to be held accountable for their inconsistencies and mistakes. So Manly will get the ball here at the 20. Raymond Tuimaulo Vega with the ball. Don't forget, guys, to go and join that Supercoach League as well. You haven't already. And don't forget, right after this, we'll be streaming the Eels versus the Raiders and the Rabbitohs versus Dragons later on tonight in the Charity Shield. So third tackle now for Manly. They're struggling to come out of their own 30, but Aaron Woods on the field. He's 35 metres out from his own line. Fourth tackle. Oh, that's a knock-on. No, that's a knock-on. No, he's trying to play the ball too quickly. No, that's a correct call. That's a correct call. It's a knock-on against Aaron Woods. It's not a penalty. Roosters will get the ball at 30. I mean, I feel like the only sport that's not fixed is cricket. But cricket? And baseball? Oh, bro, you can fix those in brother. You think that cricket, bro, if there is a sport, the biggest rigged sport, you don't think you can fix cricket? You don't think you can fix cricket? There is a myriad of ways. Have you ever seen the IPL? Exactly right, Nate. Have you ever seen India in India? Doctoring pitches is definitely a thing, but then again, Australia is so good that we get past their rigging. Second tackle here. 13 metres out here in the line. Oh, man. But cricket can definitely be rigged. Oh, right inside Dom Young. Try time for the Roosters. 10-6 with the kick to come. Try time. Try time for the Roosters. Chugga. Manly fans will be spewing right now because they've been kind of robbed of a 12-0 lead. And now it's about to be 12-6 the Roosters. But with that being said, this was always going to happen. The Roosters were always going to win this game, guys. It's not about looking at this. It's about looking at individual performances. And that was really nice there from the Roosters. Keary went down. Sorry, it was Docker Clay to Keary. He kind of moved Docker Clay from the situation. They fake run through Nat Butcher. They get out the back to Suoliti. And Suoliti passes it easily to Dom Young for the try. Oh, yeah. Football, as in soccer, is definitely rigged, Lucas. That's for sure. Bad says Indians are masters of match fixing. Their bookies rule cricket. Yeah. Well, India owns the International Cricket Association. They own the International Cricket Association, the BCCI. Freddie Flack says England replaced a 20-over old ball with a brand new one. Cricket is definitely rigged a lot. Very rigged, bro. Very, very rigged. But Australians, so 10-6 the Roosters with the kit to come. Australians are the only country in the entire world that take accountability and responsibility for our actions, right? India cheat all the time. England cheat all the time. Don't even start me on the US. They cheat an insane amount. Russia cheats. China cheats. Everybody cheats, right? But Australia, We make one little incident. We have an incident with the sandpaper. We called ourselves out over that. We held ourselves accountable, and we hold ourselves responsible because we are after a fair game. Australians are very down to earth. We want a fair game. We want a fun game, fair game. That's what we want, right? So you'll see India cheat 24/7, but their fans and their organisation, their country, will never admit to it. Even if it's right in front of you, they'll make an excuse. But Australians, they'll say, yeah, that's not on. That's not on. Don't do that. Best Sport says, welcome to the Rooster era. What, with the referees? The referees you've been circle jerking the referees today, that's for sure. I wouldn't even be celebrating this performance so far from the Roosters. I don't think Roosters fans would be celebrating what we've seen so far. And Sam Walker's going to miss the kick. Hayden, does only watch Australia games, to be fair? Like Australia, England, Australia, India? Yeah, it makes sense. Australia versus New Zealand is on now, isn't it? I think it's on now. But they missed the kick, so it'll say 10-6 here. Best forces, I've seen enough Roosters champs. I can tell you right now, I know that you're lying to yourself. I can tell. I know you're lying to yourself, my guy. I know it. We cannot be watching the same game. We cannot be watching it, my friend. It's not possible. It's not possible. But alright, 16.5 minutes to go here. Every cricket nation has ball tampered. Oh yeah, India, ridiculous amount. England, ask him how the mints go. And yes, baseball. Hayden, have you ever heard of why the Houston Astros are known as the Cheatstros? There's a reason why baseball was fans everywhere just complained about why they didn't get their 2017 or 2018 World Series taken off them. They like to beat the drums of a trash can. So fourth tackle now, right hand side, Radley. He'll get this ball to the 45 for tackle. Trust me, Best Sport, you won't be saying that if you knew what we're talking about. Cavish says there hasn't really been any cases of fixing in the AFL that you know of. First tackle for Manly. Again, I don't think these Australian sports are rigged. I just think that there is agendas pushed. Astros only have one World Series title, let's be honest. Nah, they don't have any. Wagon taking that at the 30. All a trajectory based off of cheating. Base their successful foundation off of cheating, so take them both away from them. Alright, 45 metres out here from their own line. Ben Condon will get this ball to the halfway point. Like I told you before this game started, the Roosters will win this game. But they should be winning this game 30 plus with the team lineups out there. NFL rigged for Travis Kelce's girlfriend. So kick this ball in the corner. Too deep. It'll be a 7 tackle set. Not a good kick there. Not a good kick. One set. Hayden says, in all fairness, they'll still hit the ball. They still hit the ball even though they had the advantage. They still could have lost. They still hit the ball even though they had the advantage. I can't remember what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Lucas, this Messi World Cup was rigged so much it's not funny. It was pushing an agenda for sure. First tackle now for the Roosters at the 40. Are you saying they still could have missed? They still could have missed. They do still have to hit the ball, but also they know what's coming. So these guys are professional sports stars. Right-hand side, still elite at the 35. It's like, look at rugby league. Like, you still have to make the tackle, but if you know the play that's coming, you know how you're going to make the tackle. If you know what play the Roosters are doing on the 4th tackle, you know what tackle you're about to make before it happens. So that's why it's absolutely awful. Like, oh, knock on there from Billy Smith. Wow, Tumaola Viegas getting into Billy Smith. Wow. Raymond Tumaola Viegas was just like over the top and just chirping at Billy Smith. Big yikes there. Kind of a hospital passing away from Tedesco. Tedesco's not had a good game today. Kevin says they allocated the money for Taylor Swift de-riding machines outside stadiums when the Kelsey relationship started. They probably fixed the bowl and not waste the money they've already spent. I don't dislike Taylor Swift as much as everybody else does. It was annoying seeing her face 24/7, but in the same sense, I don't hate her. I don't hate her based off of what we saw. Alrighty, so it's first tackle now for Manly. They'll get the spot at the 23. Because in the same sense, like as a Lions fan, We're seeing Eminem all the time. He would have been promoted to ridiculously if we had got the Super Bowl. Dazman says, Messi lost to Saudi in the World Cup and we got people saying he's better than Tim Cahill. Ah, man. Saudi Arabia getting knocked out early was always fun. Knowing that they were talking smack to Australia when they beat us, saying we weren't going to play in the World Cup and we suck, and we got further than them. So 4 tackling out to 45. And now Bullimore, 5th tackle at 45. Yeah, the whole Swift problem isn't Swift herself, but the broadcasters, I agree. I would go as far as say the NFL. Salah is the new era of greatness. Okay, bro. 2nd tackle here. That's a penalty to the Roosters. That's a high tackle against Aaron Woods. Wouldn't say I hate it. I'm just sick of seeing on my social media 24/7. No, I agree. That's the thing. No one actually did. I don't think it's a hatred thing for Swift. I just think it's a dislike for the significance of how much she's promoted. Okay, which says difference between Swift and Eminem, Blaze, is that Eminem is a true Detroit man, while Swift is a bandwagon. Yeah, fair. Well, she's going to be dating Jared Goff next season. That's what's going to happen. Roosters here, 40 metres out of the line. It's Terrell May with the ball. Off contract right now. By the way, I saw Joey Verner down at the Titans training yesterday. I didn't know he was still with us. I don't think he's not a part of our 30, that's for sure. So Roosters now, Tedesco. Nice work by Tedesco. He's away. Tedesco, no! Bad pass from Tedesco. Good run, though. He's had an awful game today, but a good run is what we'll give Tedesco for that. Okay, which is difference between... that's right, I've read that comment. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. How's this pass? Because it should have been an easy pass. Yeah, a little bit of a... his left thumb got in the way, because otherwise it was an easy try for Nat Butcher. Nat Butcher guaranteed scores. Oh, Captain's challenge. There's no way the Roosters are challenging. No. Why would you challenge... Hold on. Why are you challenging this, Roosters? Is that not just a knock on from Tedesco? Oh, no, not from Tedesco. It would be... They're saying it doesn't touch his hand. No. No touch by Nat Butcher. Where's the ball go? But he's offside if he gets this, Tedesco. Oh, okay, well, successful challenge, but it's still Manly ball. Well, what was the point of this challenge? So Manly get the ball. What was the point of the challenge? So 10 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe. Okay, Roosters, well done. Successful challenge. But the ball still goes to Manly. Still Manly ball. 2nd tackle now to 10. The news that the Broncos players get into a bit of a rough play is kind of telling me we might have a shite season. Don't know about that. I don't know what that has any relevance to. But all right, Roosters get the ball now. Manly knock it on. Manly with a big old knock on. 0 tackle. 10 minutes to go here, first half. Keary gives it out to Terrell May, who's 10 metres out from the line now, first tackle. Roosters surely score here. Keary off to Daniel Tupou. Oh, there's no way you can see that if they did. 3 metres out from the line. They should have scored, but the ball went out the back there and Tupou had to pick it up from behind him. Walker gives it out to Terrell May. Terrell May. He gets the offload. Brilliant offloads. Sam Walker. No, that was Sandon Smith, sorry. Taking it out the 5 metre line. 5 metres out, sorry. 6 again for the Roosters. 5 metres out. Give it up to Keary. Keary at the back of Tedesco. Tedesco has had a pretty rough game here today so far and will lose 15 metres. 10 metres in the play. Not been great, man. Jamie Humphries on for Manly, by the way. Looking forward to this. Sam Walker. He'll give this off to Angus Crichton. Still going, Crichton. 5 metres out from the line. 2nd tackle. 9 minutes to go first half. They go left centre. Smith, Keary. Raymond Twimala Vegas away from Manly. 30. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. But Dom Young's there. He's at the 25. He gets the ball on the inside here to right on Manly. Wowee. They get the try on Manly. About to take the lead again. Well done there. Raymond Tuimaulo Vega, he broke away. Dom Young, such a speedster, came across the other side of the field, but blocked him off. Tuimaulo Vega slows down, looks for who he's got. He's got to the left of him. It's Fa'alolo, I think it is. I think it's Fa'alolo. Look at this. Yeah, so Raymond gets away. He's at the 50. Dom Young is such a speedster. Would have had it about 20 metres out. He passes it back into Fa'alolo. And Fa'alolo fakes the dummy out to Vega and then just gets it over to himself. So great stuff there by Manly. And it's 10-10 with the kick to come. Wow, we've got a good game on here. We've got a good game on here. Cavish says, oh no, Zilates concedes a try to Manly. Oh no. Not good. But yes, impressive try by Manly. It took a lot of effort still. I know that the ball came at the back and Raymond had a, run to the line, but at the end of the day, Dom Young caught him and there's still a lot of work to be done. They still had to find the right pass for Fa'alolo. Fa'alolo did have to be following him up. By the way, Clayton Fa'alolo was the 2023 leading New South Wales Cup try scorer with 29 tries. So, nice play coming through there. But, yeah, Raymond Tuimaulo Vega had to think about, does he pass it? Does he go himself? Does he dummy it? He gets the right pass. And then Fa'alolo, he had to figure out whether he goes back or goes himself, and then there was another play there as well. So, they did score the try, and it's an impressive try there for Manly. Very impressive try against the run of play. Against the run of play for sure. 7.5 minutes to go here first half. Hayden says, thoughts on New South Wales winning Origin this year? It's not likely. They will be favourites. And they will get the kick, but favouritism doesn't do shit for New South Wales. So, 12-10. Manly take the lead again. 12-10. Manly take the lead again. I can't believe I've just seen a comment saying, is Wakeham Benji's twin? Well, that is such a random comment. Playing-wise, no. Looks-wise, also no. But New South Wales will be favourites. But New South Wales always suck as favourites. It's because your media always bigs you up. Your media always bigs you up and puts you into a situation where you think you got the win already, right? And then you fall apart. But all right, Jake Arthur now. He'll give this ball off to Taniela Paseka, who gets this ball to the 12. Had a good year, Taniela. Queensland are favourites for Origin series by the bookies. AJ, just wait till Origin time comes around, bro. The media starts saying that they can't lose. New South Wales, the fans will start buying into the media can't lose. You'll hear about Nathan Cleary and every Nico Hines and all this sort of stuff, right? Tedesco's back, all this kind of dribble, right? And then you'll hear Latrell, Tom Trebojevic name coming around, and you'll be like, well, they haven't played Origin in years. Oh, but when they did play, they were undefeated in New South Wales. Well, guess what? Manly penalty at the 20. The point is that the media just absolutely shoves down your throat that New South Wales are the favourites when they're not. They shouldn't be. Queensland have won 2 series in a row and 3 of the past 4 series. Right? So Queensland should be the favourites, but at the end of the day, we all know how the media treats it. We all know how it does. All right, 6.5 minutes to go here of the first half. Manly in the attacking half. Gee whiz, here we go. Manly reserve grade squad giving it a good go against a full-strength Roosters team. Mike Nolan says, great chase by Dom Young. BKR, do you think he will do well in the Roosters system, especially playing outside Suoli'i, who is known to not pass too much, kind of like a candle? Graham knock on by Manly. Roosters are away now. Daniel Supo taking down to 35. He did pass it 8 for Dom's first try. So, yeah, playing outside Suoli'i is interesting. I do think that playing outside Suoli'i is better than playing outside Joey Manu. Because Joey Manu doesn't pass, right? He's not a passer. So, Joey Manu will be the centre with Tupou playing on the wing, I would safely assume. And then Suoli'i with... Oh, who's the other potential winger there, the Roosters? Oh, that's a mistake by Sam Walker. Third tackler at the 30. For the Roosters, attacking 30 as well. Taking down 28 minutes out, by the way. 5.5 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, guys. Knock on Roosters. Knock on Roosters. So, yeah, I think Dom Young's a great player, for sure. And I think he's a fast player, speedy player. I think he's a really solid winger, to be completely honest with you. And I think it's beneficial that he's on that side rather than Joe Manu's side. So I will say yes. I think he'll do well. Don't forget Queensland will have an injury scare or a flu week of a game. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm already feeling like a Munster's got a toe injury. Yeah, no, he's got a toe injury for sure. They chased 90 of the last 100 games too. Moody says, how many years does Kiri have left in him? I feel like 1, 2. This could honestly be the back end of his career this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think another club signs him. I think he finishes off here at the Roosters. Third tackle even Manly at the 45 on the Roosters side of the field. I would say that he would retire before he moved on. I do think the Roosters aren't in a situation to move him on just yet, though. So, yeah, probably 2 years. Probably 2 years at very minimum. But he's definitely coming towards the back end of his career, and the Roosters have to start thinking about who they go with in the 6 alongside Sam Walker, because I don't think Sam Walker and Sandon Smith really work together too well. Yeah, if Kiri gets another head knock, he retires. Probably a good point, Bad. Wakeham puts that ball into the corner on Fitzackle. I think that's a knock on by Tupou. It doesn't matter. Tuaola Vaiga, Fitzackle will go to the sideline, so it'll be Roosters ball at 10. I'm surprised they didn't say that was played at. Oh, so it must have been come back off Fa'alolo. Wakeham good offload there. If Vaiga could have tried to kick that ball far left, like as in like just gone for a random banana kick, that would have been nice. Fatima says, man, there have been a lot of sloppy plays this pre-season. It's pre-season. Like, it's pre-season, of course. What, you expected a grand final performance from these two teams here today? It's their first game of the pre-season. Like, this is why we always say, like, who cares about the mid-season? It's about individual performances. You don't look too deep into, the overall team performance. Who gives a shit about the overall team performance? What it is about the individual performances from guys like Dom Young, from guys like Sam Walker, from Jamie Humphries for Manly, Ben Trbojevic for Manly. Who's another shout there? Is Gordon Chen-Kum-Tong on the team list here for Manly today? I don't think so. Oh, he is. He's on the interchange. So guys like him, you have to watch for individual players today. The result does not matter. Bad says, no, AJ, he says, if Roosters lose this, their fans will go, well, it wasn't our full-strength side. So Bad, I disagree with you. He says, no, AJ, if we lose, it's all good. I disagree with you. If Manly lose, it's all good. I don't think it's all good if the Roosters lose today. I don't think so. You've played a full-strength side here against a Manly reserve grade squad, and although it is still the pre-season, and it doesn't have an impact like, oh, we didn't get the 2 points today, if you lose to this side, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry, but you've got your full-strength lineup out there. You should be expected to win this game by 50 points. Like Manly, Will Shaw, a subscriber to the channel, put $10 on Manly at $9, and I said, I don't think that's possible. I don't think it should be possible. I still think Roosters win this game, but at the end of the day, there is no excuses for Roosters losing this preseason trial. There's no excuses for it. But this is what the Roosters do every single year. They struggle early. So that's the thing. Manly have nothing to lose in this game. Roosters have everything to lose in this game. Tomorrow, the Titans have absolutely nothing to lose in that game tomorrow against the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have everything to lose because they get a full-strength squad against the Tweedhead Seagulls depth. So overall, it is a worrying sign if the Roosters lose this. And it's concerning as we currently speak that they're down 12-10. This is why I still think the Bulldogs are a bottom 3, kind of bottom 4 team. Because that game on Thursday, their starting lineup against Pappenhausen, lost the first half. So it was a bit scary. And the best part of the game was in the second half when Pappenhausen was off and they took their starters out. Man, there's going to be a penalty here. The Roosters with a minute 19 to go here of the first half. Hayden says, you guys can laugh at me when I lose, but I put $100 on Roosters to win by 13 plus at $2.10. I might be crazy, but I feel a big second half coming from a Roosters fan. I can smell money. Couldn't really care less about the Roosters fan kind of stuff, but I do think that there's still a world that Roosters win this game 13 plus, absolutely. There's still a world where it happens. But I think that also will come down to match fitness, and I think they'll come down to just quality on the field comparatively. They'll bring on guys like Joe Manu. They'll bring on guys like, some of their other quality players. Like, that's just how the Roosters will roll in the second half. 44 seconds to go here the first half. First tackle for the Roosters. I think that's 6 again, but it doesn't really matter. Tedesco with the ball at 30. He gives this ball outside to Billy Smith. Billy Smith, good run. Breaks away from one tackle, taken down to the 20. Does Manly have their full squad? Bitter lad. Not at all. Tedesco on 0 tackle? No. Tedesco, no, bro. No. What is he doing? What is Tedesco doing? You have 40 seconds. Bad says, rather lose here and now, play like shit rather than in Vegas when points are on the line. So I agree, Bad, for sure. By the way, guys, I'll get to this because it's about to be halftime, right? So halftime, Manly lead 12-10 with a reserve grade squad against a full-strength Roosters team here. Crazy, crazy first half. Guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've still got the Eels Raiders game to come today, plus also the Rabbitohs vs Dragons. And then tomorrow we've got Warriors, Tigers, Broncos, Cowboys, and Titans, Dolphins live stream. So it's going to be big time. But yeah, look, in regards to your comment there, Bad, yes, you're correct in regards to rather lose here and now. Yes, you'd rather lose here than when the points do actually matter when it comes to the first game of the season, right? The Roosters are infamous slow starters, and you're right in a further comment you say Robbo thinks differently. He's a master of getting this team to peak at the end of the season. You're absolutely spot on in regards to that. However, this is also inexcusable. You know, you're only missing Brandon Smith, and you're struggling to a team that has no Tom Trbojevic, no Ruben Garrick, no Toto Takola, no Jason Saab, no Cherry Evans, no Luke Brooks, no Lachlan Croker, no Hamoli Kawatu, no Jake Trbojevic. You know, all these guys are out, and you're losing 12-10 right now when you've got literally your entire team minus Brandon Smith. Right? So, I agree that if you are to lose a game, it's absolutely now, but that doesn't then take away from the fact that this is concerning, that you're losing right now to a depth Manly team without... They've got Jake Arthur and... Who's the other one? Jake Arthur and Brandon Wakeham as their halves, and you're losing 12-10. This is the issue, right? It's not because it's a pre-season. Like, this is the pre-season. The games ultimately don't matter, but in this instance, it kind of does, because it gives you an inkling as to this team's struggling right now with their starting lineup. That's what my point is. But you can disagree with that all you like. People are allowed to disagree with me. That's the whole point of this channel. If you disagree with me, feel free to utilise the chat, but I know you can see where I'm coming from. Will Shaw says this is mostly Manly reserves playing, but to be fair, everyone in the starting squad has first-grade experience except for Alolo, who has got a try, fun fact. Yeah, good point. Bailey Hodgson, not really, but yes. Jackson Paulo, yes, played for Roosters and Rabbitohs. Tommy Talau played for the Tigers, yes. Fa'alolo, no. Raymond Vaega played a bit for Manly, yeah. Jake Arthur, yes. Not great, but yes. Brandon Wakeham, definitely not great, but international experience technically. Paseka, starting... The starting front row for Manly today are the starting front rowers for Manly in 2024. Carl Lawton, yes, but not great. Ben Trbojevic is kind of an injury-ridden, but with that being said, has the opportunity to take a step up this year. He's got a hat-trick last week. I think he's been okay today. I think he's been fine. But does have a little bit of experience. Ben Condon, not really. And Nathan Brown has a lot of experience, obviously, getting towards the back end of his career. So, yeah, I agree with you. There is experience here, but with that being said, it's different to when you're comparing with the likes of Suoliti, Dom Young, Kiri, Walker, maybe not Kiri, Lindsay Collins, who I haven't seen anything from today, Nat Butcher, Radley, but they've still got guys like Joey Manu to come on, Suya Wong. I think Suya Wong should have started. I think he should have started over Tupanua. I think that Suya Wong is a better back rower than Tupanua. I think he is. Straight up. Mr. Everything says, bro, it's a pre-season game. You're not listening to a word I'm saying, if that's what you've just replied to me with. If you have just replied to me with it's just a pre-season game, you have no idea what I'm saying. And it's okay to have no idea what I'm saying. But go back, listen to it again, and try and understand what I'm saying. Because I have dictated and told you, yes, it is a pre-season game. But in this instance, there is major concerns to come from the Roosters based on the fact that they are still losing with a full-strength squad. Hear it out. Listen with me. Let's sit down. Let's get our seatbelt on, right? Roosters have a full-strength roster playing today against a Manly team with like 2 starters. Do you comprehend? Am I speaking the Spanish? Am I speaking the German? Am I speaking in the Dutch? I don't think I'm speaking in the Dutch, okay? I think I speak the English. So that's the point I'm making. I'm not saying this doesn't mean the Roosters are done for the season. They're probably still going to win this game. Concerns are valid. That's what we're saying here. Comprehend? Vi na level. Mr. Bronx says, who you got, Raiders or Eels? Doesn't matter, to be honest with you, but I think the Eels maybe just. Because I'm not hyped on the Raiders this year, but I'm looking forward to seeing Ethan Strange. I'm looking forward to seeing Chevy Stewart and the likes. We will be live streaming that. Shink says, Arthur scored a try in a grand final, therefore the greatest player of all time. Listen, fair enough, right? Fair enough. I want to hear that same energy. I want that same energy when you see Tino score a try in the grand final this year in 2024. Mr. Bronx says, who do you want to win and think will win, Parramatta or Canberra? It doesn't matter who wins for mine. In regards to thinking who will win, probably the Eels, but I don't know. They're not playing guys like Mitchell Moses. They're not playing Dylan Brown and whatnot, right? So it's, again, depth squads. But there is a difference between preseason games, guys. This game is such a different outlier and such a different kind of thought process that goes into it comparatively to the next game, which is Eels Raiders. And so different to what we'll see in the Rabbitohs versus the Dragons too. Like the Rabbitohs will have reason for concern because they're playing a strong lineup without their best players who are mainly injured, or Trell, who was at the Indigenous All-Stars game. All right, so I don't think people actually listen sometimes. I think they just kind of hear either what they want to hear or what they don't want to hear and then run with it, right? They don't actually kind of listen to what I'm actually saying, because someone to reply to what I just said with, it's a pre-season game, tells me they weren't listening whatsoever. Missed everything. Definitely not listening. Mike Nolan says, Teddy out, with all due respect. Look, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I can't completely disagree. Tedesco will more than likely still play Origin this year, though. I'll give you this. He will more than likely still play fullback. I do think that Madge probably still selects him. I do think that it's probably best to go with a guy like Scotty Drinkwater, as Mike Nolan said, or Dylan Edwards. It depends on how little Mulletman Little Puppy goes as well. If Ryan Pappenhausen does well for the Storm this year, like he did yesterday, chuck him in. He was looking likely for a 14 spot a few years ago. 14 spots locked up now, as we know that they utilise hookers for the 9 and the 14 rotation, after we saw Ben Hunt and Harry Grant work so well together for Queensland. New South Wales have kind of gone with that with Damien Cook and Apicotto Isao or Reece Robson. Damien Cook's kind of fallen out of line there. So yeah, I think that Apicotto definitely gets that 9 spot. And I'd say Michael probably selects... Kieran had some great things to say about Michael yesterday, actually, because obviously he played with him for New Zealand. But I would say, yeah, right now, Apicotto Isao, and maybe you still see Damien Cook there. It depends on how Reece Robson goes to the Cowboys this year for the 14. But I do think that if Madge... Okay, this is what will tell me right now if Madge is serious. Because Michael Maguire has come out and said that I'm going to select based off of what we're seeing this year. I'm going to select off of players' form right now. I'm not going to select off of player names. Okay, cool. Don't select Tedesco then. You can't select Tedesco then. Right? So if he selects Tedesco, then that's going to prove to everybody that you're kind of full of shit, and you're just saying that because you want to feel like the big man, like you're coming in, you're going to do a great job, which I believe he can do. But if he selects Tedesco, then he's going against what he's just said. He's going against what he's just said. And Eels production, you're going to get timed out because you're a Muppet. Hayden Ashton says, I know he's wearing a Bulls hat. Thoughts on Andre Drummond? Love him. He's been doing great for us this season. He's been doing great, the old Andre Drummond. Crushing it. A lot of Bulls fans actually prefer him to Vucevic. Mr. Bronx says, my dad goes for Para and I hate the Raiders, so I want Eels. Yeah, well, we'll be live streaming that game, man. We'll talk plenty about the Raiders and Eels in the next game, don't worry. We'll talk plenty about that one. Baz says, BK, what do you think of the Indigenous game? Also, how Latrell played. I thought he was average. I think that Latrell's at a real big crossroads in his career, man. He's in a real massive crossroads where, is it working out? Like, is it working out for him at fullback? My answer currently is no. I speak to Trell a bit. We have a good bet going for the Titans-Rabbitohs game. We always have a bit of a laugh with that in regards to kicking. We'll have it this year. Love Trell's a bloke. Happy to defend him all the time. But I do think he's at a crossroad in regards to his career currently with the Rabbitohs. I think that as a fullback, he hasn't got it done. I think he's the best centre in the game when he's playing centre, whether that be for New South Wales or the Roosters. And I think that they're paying too much money. We spoke about this in the last room, actually. They're paying too much money for Trell, but they have no better fullback. So they have to put him in the fullback because Johnson's on a fullback and Tass is in a fullback. Campbell Graham's on a fullback. They don't really have a fullback that can replace Latrell Mitchell. But Trell is not a top 5 fullback currently. He's actually kind of just briefly, not even, it'd be close to around the 10 mark. Currently, is what I would honestly say to you. I'd say that on form, in recent years, you would have Dylan Edwards above him. You'd have Pappenhausen above him despite injury. You would have who else? Scotty Drinkwater currently above him. You'd have Reece Walsh above him. You would have, honestly, based off of the last couple of years, I would have Charles Newton-Klokstad above him as well. I would have AJ Brimson above him when he's playing in fullback currently. Again, we haven't seen Trell at his peak. At his peak, he's better than a lot of these guys, if not all of these guys. Tom Trbojevic, but then again, Trbojevic is injured too much. I'd probably still have Trell over Tommy outside of 2021. Will Kennedy's underrated. But overall, the point of the matter is that I don't think you can put him into the centres with the money that he's on, but he also is not the best fullback, but he's the best fullback at the Rabbitohs. So I think that the Rabbitohs are in such a hot cauldron right now where it can blow really quickly. Like, there is like dynamite taped across the entirety of the inner Redfern, of the inside of their building. And it's just waiting to blow on Jason Demetrio, Lachlan Elias, Latrell Mitchell, the whole team. So watch this space for the first 5 weeks of the NRL, because it will get absolutely saucy, especially with all the injuries they have to Cody Walker, to Tyrone Munro, to all these guys, man. There's so many injuries right now. So many. I think Latrell's a centre. Fullback's too much running. I just don't think that Latrell implements himself as much as he needs to. Yeah. Will Shaw says, Nathan Brown looked sharp as a ball player and Locke didn't know he had that in the kit bag. I like Nathan Brown as a player. I've liked him for ages. He hasn't been great for the last couple of years, but I like him as a player. I'm going to have a drink of water, guys. Give me 1 sec. Hit that like button and subscribe. And go and join the Supercoach League. There's our league code right next to it. Go and join the Supercoach League. Nah, bad. Can't agree. There's no way you put Johnson as fullback in the Toronto Centres. I know that Johnson played fullback for Papua New Guinea, but that's because he's the only kind of quality guy that could even think about putting him as the fullback for Papua New Guinea. I don't think he's a fullback. I think Latrell's still a better fullback than him. And also Johnson is one of the greatest wingers of all time. You know, he's about to break Billy Slater for second tries of all time. And then he's about to break Ken Irvine in the next year or two, probably 2 years, year and a half. He'll break Ken Irvine's record to go top of the table in regards to tries scored. So, no, I can't agree with that one. I do think that Latrell is still the best fullback in the club of the Rabbitohs right now. And it will just be super interesting to kind of see how they go forward, because it's a very big crossroads in my personal opinion. Massive crossroads. Cage says the Titans missed a Muppet thing. Oh no, what's he said? What's this guy said? What team do you support? Mate, I support the Papua New Guinea Kumals. That's who I support, mate. Go PNG. Go the Fiji and Drua. That's who I support, mate. Go the Fiji and Drua. Bad said, I think Souths were crazy signing Whiten. He's a 5'8", to be honest. I don't think he was that great as a 5'8" for the Raiders. Earlier on, he was a little bit better. I think he's a centre. I think he's a good centre. But they could also easily put Whiten to 5'8" and Cody Walker to 7. Even though I don't really rate Cody Walker to 7, could still do that though. Could definitely still do that. Tommy Turbo, surely top 5. Not the last couple of years. He's been injured for the most part of the last couple of years. Tavita Maasi says, do you think Dom Young will be trash at the Roosters? No. No, I think he's on the correct side for it. I think he's on the right side to be as good as he can be. Well, my mouse has just died. I have to charge it. I think he's at the positive side if he is to do well. If he was outside Joe Manu, I definitely have concerns. That's 100% for sure. But at the Roosters, no, I think he's being outside Suoli'i is less of a risk than Manu, because Manu won't pass the ball. Fancy Football Guy says, how's Aaron Woods been? How do you think he's been? That should tell you everything you need to know. Baz says, oh, you never answered before. Game got busy. Is Frizzell owner of the Titans? Yeah, Rebecca Frizzell. Yeah. I speak to her frequently. She's awesome. Rebecca Frizzell and Daryl Kelly. Well, Daryl and Joe Kelly and the Frizzell family group, right? But yes, and Daryl, I see him all the time. I see him every game, man. He's such a good owner, man. Like, obviously, the Titans haven't been in the greatest of stages for a long time, and Daryl Kelly and the Kellys and the Frizzells have put a lot in, and unfortunately haven't gotten a lot back yet. But at the end of the day, they love this club. They love this club. And when I spoke to Rebecca, and they were all kind of together. It was the Kellys and the Frizzells at the time. But I was talking to Beck, and she was basically like, this was around the time when the Bears' name was kind of being circled again to try and get the Titans organisation to be aligned with them again, which was never going to happen. This is why I hate North Sydney Bears with a passion. Not their fans, the organisation. Hate them more than the Broncos because of them trying to leech onto our name. So I spoke to her and she just completely, said, like, no. The Titans will always be a team, man. There's no stress, there's no worries whatsoever. Tavita says, who do you think will win 2024? I'm not going to tell you, because in a week and 2 days, you will see my full season predictions. Every year, I go down to Seabus Super Stadium and I do my bottom 4 predictions by the bins at the back, and then, the bins, and then I go across to the training fields for my just missing the 8, and then I go to the corporate side for the 8 through 4 range, and then I go to the front line where I sit and obviously do the drums and whatnot for the Titans. That's where I go for 4 through 1st. So you'll see that in the video in a week and a bit's time. I bought my Jag from James Brazil. Get around the Brazils. Freddie Flack says, if Robbo, Demetrio, and Arthur finish bottom 8, then those 3 coaches are most under pressure for 2025. Can't think of any others under big pressure. I would agree in regards to Robbo. That's a bold take, though. It's a real big ballsy call. But I do think that Robbo is under pressure if they didn't make the 8. But I do think they made the 8. But if they didn't, yeah, I would say that Trent Robinson, real bold call, would be under the microscope. I don't think they would fire him. But the question marks would be asked, and it would set a foundation up for the next year to see if he gets fired or not. Right? But again, I don't necessarily think that happens. But if it was to happen, then yes, I would agree with you. Brad Arthur has to be on the hot seat already, in my personal opinion. And Demetrio was on the hot seat 40 years ago. I disagree, Bad. He says Robbo was under no pressure at the Shooks. He's head coach as long as he wants the job. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with the last part unless you missed the 8 this year and weren't competitive, and then next year much of a muchness as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your club is known for being successful, so if you're struggling to make the 8 and then doing it again the year after and then not making the 8, the last couple of years you've struggled to make the 8. And you've relied on other teams choking to effectively get in. And then this year, if you didn't make it with this team lineup, there has to be question marks asked. And then I wouldn't see... There's no world that Trent Robinson gets sacked in 2024. But 2025 wouldn't be out of the equation if shit really hit the fan. But again, I don't think it happens. Tomato Marcy says, you think... You think Roosters have a chance to win 2024, so I'm not laughing at you, Tomato. I think the Roosters have every opportunity to with the team on paper, but again, the team on paper doesn't necessarily translate. Doesn't always translate. Mr. Everything. Can you just, relax, bro? Hey, how about just chill? Rugby league season's back, man. Just have fun, chill out. You don't need to spam the chat. You don't need to spam the chat, man. You just say once, I'll probably see it. If I don't, then ask it again a little bit in 5 minutes kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? You can see, obviously, that you're not the only person in the chat. There is quite a few people here, so just relax, man. Get a drink into you, and he said, make me. He said, make me. Well, Jay did make you. He did make you. Oh, boy. But all right, second half is very close to getting started here, guys. Hope you guys, let's go see how many people have joined the Supercoach League. This is the first day. We only started up just before. So currently, we have 9 teams in this Supercoach. Come on, guys, get some more in. We've got Jackson, Fatima, Max, Jasper, Callum, me, Dylan, Rory, and William. Desi's mad hair, mate. Desi's hair is the greatest that ever did great. But alrighty, here we go, guys. 12-10 to Manly. Reserve grade squad. Currently beating a full-strength Roosters team. I don't think it keeps up. I do think the Roosters win this game. But I'm telling ya. Manly doing well here, babe. At least we've got a good game. You know what I'm saying? At least we've got a good game. Toby Stevens says, relegate the Roosters if they lose this game. Hey, listen. It's on the cards. It's definitely on the cards, mate. Definitely on the cards. Done. Probably a Broncos fan, that guy. God help him. Cavish says, do you think the Broncos have to win against the Cowboys tomorrow, Blaze? You got Renault, Walsh, Carrigan, Haas, and Cobb against the Cowboys B team. Well, the Roosters have to win this game. The Broncos have to win that game, and the Dolphins have to win the game against us because, yeah, the teams they're playing are not even close to first-grade teams. Bad says, Mr. E settled to BK's enough to deal with tolerating my bullshit. Bad. Is this your first season here? Because I can tell you right now, you will see a new light when the season kicks off, bro. This is pre-season. You got to remember this, man. This is just us warming up. The season gets hot, bro, and the chat gets real hot during games. We usually average around 1 to 150. Or early season, we average about 2 to 250 watching live. Mid-season, it goes down to about 125. And then post-season goes up to about 250, 300, right? And then you've got everyone's opinions in the chat. So, trust me, man, you ain't the worst. Yeah, buckle up, sunshine, Jake says. Just buckle up. And then when you watch my vlogs, you'll see I'm target number 1 at opposition games, away games. Third tackle now for Manly. They're at the 35. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. She says, don't worry, Roosters are dominating the stats. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Game with Chris. Manly will always do pretty good in the pre-season, but stuff up later on mid-season. Don't disagree, but with that being said, look at the names on paper. Manly have a B-grade team with experience, but B-grade team with experience compared to a Roosters team with A-grade lineup with lots of experience too. Baz, this is my first season following you. I love Hainsey. Well, yeah, so Hainsey's live now. Surprised you're here if you're a Roosters fan. Obviously, Hainsey's live now. But is he live now? Surely he would be. Second tackle here. Hainsey's good, bro. He's like a Roosters version of me. He's like a Rooster. He was actually... he says all the time he kind of started up because of my channel. But he was in... We'll talk about this with Roasty. So if you guys know the NRL Rose, I'm good friends with Roasty. We were at the charity match the other week where I was commentating and he was playing. And Hainsey was playing too. And I said to Roasty, because we hadn't met in like 8 years. We'd known each other for like 9 years. 8 years. 2016, I think I knew Roasty. I did a vlog on Roasty's Instagram back in like 2019. Roosters here, now Butcher, offload Daniel Tupou. Try time for the Roosters. Chugga, 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 chuggy. Chuggy, 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 chuggy. 38 minutes ago here at the game. 14-12, Daniel Tupou gets the try. There you go. I told you the Roosters were still in this game. But Kiri with a good kick there. And who's the one? Is it Billy Smith who goes up here and grabs the ball? Yeah, Billy Smith gets underneath it, grabs the ball, and gets offloaded to Tupou. That's a nice try. You take him. You take him, baby. But anyway, to go on what I was saying, known Rosie for a long time. Had never actually met the guy, though. And in 2019, I went to the preliminary final and vlogged the Storm Roosters game at the SCG, but I also vlogged on Roasty's story on Instagram that day. And fun fact for you, this was before Hainsey had a channel. He was on that vlog. I interviewed a random Roosters fan. I supported the Roosters that day. I supported them. I'm not a fan of the Roosters at any stage of my life, but back then I used to do vlogs for all different teams. That clearly means everything according to Sapelu. Sapelu will always be famous on the channel. One day he'll just turn up and... Or maybe he's just changed his name and is still a part of the chat, but he's just not named Sapelu anymore. Maybe. But yeah, bad. Buckle up, bro, because I can tell you right now, shit gets hectic. They've missed the kick there, so it'll stay 14-12. 2-point game in favour of the Roosters with 37 minutes to go to the game. Buckle up, man. We have a lot of passionate people on this channel. A lot of passionate people. Let's put it that way. Hayden Ashton says Roosters too good. Don't know about that, brother. Hainsey's the greatest prop in the game. I watched that trial game. He made all those ults a while back. He had the shits on big time. What was it over again? It was the Broncos like winning on the stats or something like that? Is that the case? No, he says it's bad. First season, mate. I'm jealous. Yeah, he doesn't know what's coming. Yeah, Bad doesn't know what's coming. He's looking at the pre-season. We've got some people chilling out here. This is literally just chill streams, bro. These aren't even crazy streams at all. Second tackle, 20 metres out. You wait till you see Chihuahua Boy. When Chihuahua Boy comes back on stream, God help you. Third tackle. We've got Random Stats Guy coming on for some streams this year too. He wants to jump on some Sunday streams. Just be here for the Titans game tomorrow, and that's a pre-season game, and you'll see kind of how I am. I don't like pre-season. I don't like streaming Titans games. That's a good point. I haven't seen bullshit until you see a Pakistan-India game. I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll be surprised, but yes, Pakistan-India is full on. But with that being said, I think you'll be surprised, bro. I think you'll be surprised. First tackle now for Manly, taken down to the 30. Game of Jakes, who do you think will win? Roosters will win this game, but Manly have been very impressive. Regardless of the result, Manly have been impressive. Even if the Roosters go on to win this game 60-12, like they've been a very impressive performance here by Manly with no star players, realistically. I also can't believe you just said little buddy. Bro. Roosters here with the ball at the halfway point after a Manly mistake. You can tell Manly getting tired now too. Sam Walker, he'll give this off to Joe Manu, who's on the field. Step around. So Dom Young is outside Joey Manu. So that'll be, if he's outside Joey Manu and not Suoliti, that's an issue. That's 100k crazy ass Indians and Pakistanis, not for the faint of heart. No, I agree with you, but you'll be surprised when you see what happens during the season. Billy Smith now will get taken down at the 7 metres. Second tackle here. Roosters probably score here. I do think the Roosters go on to win this game 13 plus. Like I told you before, whoever was the one who bet on the Roosters 13 plus, I said, I probably agree with you. Tupanua, try time for the Roosters. Under the post, it will be 18-12 with the kick to come. Ngad says they're savages. They're savages. Yeah, correcto mundo. Jay, I knew that was coming. Mike says, sorry, this isn't NRL related. It's all good, bro. Will you be catching or streaming the UFC tomorrow? Who do you think will win? I'm going for Volk and Bobby Knuckles, but I think there could be upsets coming. I think Volk wins with ease, bro. I think Volk wins with ease. Toppy has massive Conor McGregor syndrome, which is just so sad. But Volk is well and truly in his head when he thinks he's in Volk's head, based on the fact that he's kind of not reacting to him. But I think, yeah, Volk wins. I won't be streaming it because I've got to stream the Warriors, Tigers, Cowboys, Broncos, and Titans, Dolphins. But at the end of the day, I will watch it back. I know it will be ruined for me in the chat, but, we're consistent on the channel. I sacrifice a lot of being able to watch sports live to do the NRL. But, yeah, Volk will win, bro. So there we go. 20-12 here with 33 minutes to go here of the game. Yeah, that was our first bit of bum action, CJ. Full moon for Tupanua tonight. Yeah, we got to see Tupanua pants down. Hey, that's a Sydney Rooster Bondi kind of deal. A couple of boys trying to take the pants down. It's a regular night out in Bondi. Pink shorts all day. Nate J says, Volk looked like he was going to the pokies after the presser, looking like an old fella. Yeah, but that's the point. Like, Volk is so in his head, it's not funny, dude. Volk is so in his head, it's not funny. And the thing is, I'll go back on that conversation we were having before. The difference between Indians and Pakistanis to Australians, the Australians filter. Ooh, that got the full. That was inside. Yeah, that's going to be Manly ball here. That's going to be Manly ball. Luke Keary has tried to, con the touch charge. I agree. Yeah, that's in. That is in. So that will be Manly ball here after a dropout from the Roosters. Wowee. But yeah, Australians, the way that they banter and sledge is very, very different to the way Indians and Pakistanis go against each other. That's what you'll notice. It's not about the size and the sheer volume. It's about the way people interact with each other here. And that's going to be knocked back from the Roosters, and they get the short drop out. Bing bong, Roosters get the ball. And Tedesco's away. Tedesco's away. Oh, knock on. Oh, he's had an awful game, James Tedesco. Now, Jamie Humphries with a great tackle to get him. But Tedesco, no, bro. That was not good. Nate Jason's fault. That's right. Will Shaw's bad missed tackle from Humphrey on Satili. It was, but that was a great tackle from Humphries on Tedesco that got the ball back. Hayden says, I want Tedesco to score now for my Tupanua. Tupo and Tedesco to win. $200 chance. Is Teddy still in? Do I have a chance, guys? Teddy's still in, but he's knocking the ball on quite a lot. We'll see how long he's in for. Right-hand side, they give it off here to Fa'alolo. Fa'alolo! That's unbelievable! Fa'alolo's still going, taking out the 10. Great push off there. Yeah, Indians love their laugh face emoji. And that's a knock-on. That's a knock-on. So it will be a Roosters ball here at the 20. Would a Lofliana Campera be a good pick for Supercoach and Fancy? I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say that he's not a good pick. I would be hesitant in regards to the Titans early because Desi might be adjusting the way that we play from an attacking team to a defensive team. Desi's always been known more as a defensive-minded outfit rather than an attacking-minded outfit. And we've always been known, Dom Young's away, he's down the wing, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, he kicks it underneath here for Tedesco! Brandon Wakeham, pick the ball! Bro, Wakeham, are you silly? He got the ball at the 5. Old mate just then, Hayden was going crazy. But no, Brandon Wakeham gets the ball. 30 minutes to go of the game, guys. Manly with the ball at 10. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We still have the Parramatta Squeals and the Raiders right after this. And then the Rabbitohs Dragons and the Charity Shield later on tonight. But yeah, Teddy, I agree, Reeks. He's in a bit of a situation. I do think he's coming past it. But that is a knock-on against Manly. So, he's going to challenge this. They're going to challenge this. He's going to stay with a strip. I would be hesitant early in regards to Titans' backline, just because I don't know how we will play it early. But with that being said, we have an early stretch, which is really good. Dragons at home, bye's not great. Bulldogs away and Dolphins at home. Right, so that first 4 games, besides the bye, is fantastic. That's a strip. That's a penalty. So penalty Manly here. CJ says, I'm chosen in my Supercoach. There's an insane storm brewing up for Titans this season. CJ, I know, bro. I know, mate. You guys will see. Like, this is the thing. People are always going to shit on the Titans because there's no real belief and solid backing behind it. And I get it. I'm understanding of it, right? But I will tell you right now, I'll tell you what I told someone internally yesterday. The confidence that we had under Justin, I don't believe that there was actual confidence. I think it was just that we liked him, right? And the players loved him. It was a nice guy, a really, really lovely bloke. But that's a strip. Oh, it's a one-on-one strip, they've said. Wow, one-on-one strip there. So it's going to be Roosters ball at the 45. The difference is that under Desi, the boys are confident and they actually genuinely believe in what he's going to provide here for the club. So there is a big difference between being confident because you're happy and being confident because you know that you're a competitive team, right? And the best. And that's what the boys believe. So that's what I'm excited about. Now, I can tell you, I've been around this club for a very long time, mate, internally. I can tell you there's a difference now than there was last year by a long way internally. EA, appreciate you for joining up in the BKRmy, brother. Sharky's not too good before, EA, but it's a pre-season game and the Knights had a stronger lineup. Fit tackle in with the Roosters. They're 13 metres out. They put the ball up into the air. Oh, Joey Manu knock on. So it'll be Manly ball at 10. I appreciate you, EA. Sanders says, because I've got a Lofliana Campera for both coming off the bench, he would be a good backup. Yeah, but isn't he like 500k? Like, get Loff in your team if you want. There's developed reason for concern, not because individually on him, just as the team outlay. I don't know how the Titans start the season off necessarily. Bad says, Titans need 4 in all year. On his back, he'll make the 8. Oh, love Foz. Love Foz. He's such an incredible dude. Such an incredible player and such an incredible human. Nate J says, I said it last year when I found out Desi was coaching. Titans, big things this year. Big things this year, but definitely going into the future, yeah. Bad says, BKRmy, can I drive a tank? Mate, you can drive a tank if you're a member. If you're a member, you can drive a tank. Oh, that will go dead. That was a great kick. I thought that was only a 40-20, but it will actually go dead. Yeah, it says the result wasn't too bad, mostly New South Wales Cup players. Yeah, I do think that the Sharkies didn't look great in a lot of areas, though. As in, like, I was looking forward to seeing Ero. He didn't get much of the ball. The Knights had a lot of star players. David Armstrong looking good for a spot. Dylan Lucas, fantastic. Get him in Supercoach. Who else was there? Anyway, long story short, there was a lot of solid players in the Knights. Not so much for the Sharks, but as you said, it was a very much reserve grade Shark squad comparatively to what we saw from the Knights, who played a strong lineup outside of Ponga. Ponga. Who else really missed? Not much. Oh, that's a crusher. Crusher tackle there. It's a penalty. Penalty to the Roosters. A lot of their players played, is what I'm trying to say. Ponga, Dagan Gagai, and Brazil. These young boys are playing good footy. Hope to see them in top grade. Yeah, Seminoles for sure. So Dom Young is down injured here. Toll 4-4 simply on report for a crusher. Hold on. I always like to crack my neck after we see that because it you need to kind of do that because it hurts. It hurts seeing crushers. Cedar says, people underestimate the Titans because they haven't achieved much yet. Bingo. But the team they have this season is insane. Tino, Fafita, Loffy, Verrills, Tanner, doesn't miss Boyd. Oh, bingo. Brimdog, Millionaire, JC Kelly. The forwards is so ridiculously stacked. People can't tell me, legitimately, that the Titans couldn't be argued as a top 3 forward pack in the competition. Tino, Mo, Jimmy Jolliffe, Keenan Palacia. That's like a front row forward rotation there. You've got Dave Fafita and Bowie Firma. Dave Fafita is the best backer on the comp. Bowie Firma is around the 10 mark, 10-11 mark when fit and healthy. The only issue is the 13, but I could easily see, a guy like Isaac Liu really performing under Desi, but I have to wait and see it. You've also got Jacob Alec waiting there, plus also Arama Howe, who you'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow, the one I'm looking for is Arama Howe, because I want to see how that 13 role goes for him. Wow, Terrell May's away here. Gets his ball to the 45 on the Manly side of the field. Can't talk too much about it, but yes, JC is injured currently. Mike said, I saw your Supercoach stream. Cheers, bro. It was awesome. 1 second here, left-hand side. Billy Smith, he's down to the 30, now to 25, first tackle. Because the Titans have the bye, should I wait until after to pick them up? I have Jaden Campbell in, though, already, waiting for Fito or Big Tino. JC and Dave are an interesting one right now. I'd be cautious based on the potential injury for the first couple of weeks. Roosters right inside Sam Walker. Oh, lost ball by Egan Butcher. So Manly get the ball here at 20. I don't necessarily think that you should wait. It comes down to if you think they're going to score a massive amount of points in week 1 against the Dragons at home, which I would say yes, then get them in. But if you are looking for a player who's a bit more of a slow burner, wait for after round 2, because we have the bye round 2. And then we have Doggies and Dolphins, right? We have a great opening schedule. It's just that bye that really gets at you. But it helps me financially. Because April is a financial absolute wreck of a month for me. I've got to travel to New Zealand, Canberra, and Townsville. Their longest trips for the season, usually they're spread out. This year, they're bang, bang, bang. So anyone who's a member, trust me, it helps me go a long way. Anyone who's a member and donates, your donations and memberships go a long way this year, especially in April. So third tackle for Manly, they're at the 32. Gives it out here to Tommy Talau, taking it at the halfway point. Team's going to look great in jersey after Warrior Hargrove retires. Hey, Muppet, do you realize he's got a 10-year contract with us? You don't need to get banned. We've got a 10-year contract, bro. No one's worried about Tina. I had to do so much defending, knowing that Dave and Tina were staying. God. That time last year, I was actually quite emotional at the Sharkies game. So the Roosters get the ball to 25. I actually teared up and cried a little bit because I got insulted and abused quite frequently for my consistent defense of Tino and Dave. I knew they were staying, right? But I also know it was a really difficult kind of process. But I got abused quite heavily for that. And when I found out at that Sharkies game, Roosters are away here. Oh, taking out a 45, good run. When I found out at that Sharkies game, man, I actually teared up. It was quite emotional, yeah. So it was good. Tedesco now, get this ball at the 35. Oh, he's still going. Taking out the 30, 4 tackle. But it's like a contract's worth any of these days. Yeah, but I also know these guys, bro. Like, it's a bit different. Oh, Billy Smith just got crunched by Tuinuala Vega. And they're away to the right-hand side here, Manly. And they'll pass it back. Falolo gives it off here. And they're away still, Manly. Manly's away at the 40. They're at the 35. At the 30. They're 20. Pass it back inside, bro. You have to pass it. You've got numbers galore. He didn't pass it. But Manly here. First tackle, 8 metres out from the line. Jeez, this game is a bit crazy, man. Manly, you've got numbers galore. You can't mess this one up. You can't mess this one up. They won't mess this one up. Jake Arthur goes bang. 2016 with a kick to come. Manly. Try time. And Tuinuala Vega has absolutely slapped absolutely slapped Billy Smith in today's game. Roosters fans might complain about the pass from Raymond, but at the end of the day, we all know what happened in the first half. But that was a good run there from not Fa'alolo, 22 there for Manly. 22 for Manly is Max Lehman. But they just passed that ball across there. Arthur Lehman got tackled. They passed it across, and Jake Arthur had a 2-on-0 out there, man. Manly. Yeah. AJ says just 9,932 kilometres round trip in April. Wowee. That's going to be tiring, bro. What's the game we have after April, AJ? Who's the game in between as well? So I think we play Cowboys in North Queensland, and then we play at home, and then we play Canberra and Canberra, and then New Zealand and New Zealand. Who's the game in between Cowboys and Canberra, and who's the game after New Zealand? I know it's at home, though. Because then we go through like a 9-week stretch in like Southeast Queensland / Coffs Harbour, which is basically Southeast Queensland. Seminole says, I hope Isaac Faasumalawa gets a start or bench spot for the Titans. Won't get a start. Hopefully gets a bench spot. I had a good conversation with him yesterday. He's a good kid. He's a good bloke, Isaac. 22 minutes of the game to go here. Manly can make it a 2-point game if they get this kick. While he makes his kick, I'm going to take a drink. Hit that like button and subscribe. See, Jay, I'll refer to you here, even though like it's not you, it's everybody last night. But that's why it's really easy to get big during the season too, because after like a long streaming day like this, God, you just feel like a pizza at the end of it. God, you just feel like it. I guess if I'm working out enough during the week, I can. If I'm working out enough during the week, surely I can have a tzatziki pizza. I just says, nope, it's Cowboys, then Canberra. Then home to Manly, then is beautiful. There's a break in between Canberra and New Zealand. I like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Home to Manly. Oh, that's going to be such a not toxic stretch. Mentally consuming stretch, because that Manly game will take a lot out of it as well. Drinks break. Okay, so we've got a drinks break here. I should have a drinks break now. Should have just waited. Drinks break right now, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. But if you're not in the Supercoach League yet, go and join the Supercoach League. That is our code right there for you to jump in. Jay, since when were you the voice of reason? When have you ever been the voice of reason, Jay? He said, don't do it, you'll regret it, wait till your mum arrives. I agree. I should, man. I should, because I know that we'll eat out and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. Obviously, this is the pre-season, guys, so I hope I'm creating as much entertainment as possible for pre-season games. But it's good to see we've got about 70 people watching here. Good to see for the pre-season, have about 70 people watching. Anyone know if the big boy Mackay Sivo is playing for... Oh, Micah Sivo. Sorry, yeah. Micah Sivo is playing for the Eels. Also ripped my bet. I'll have a look here right now. I don't think the Eels have got much of a strong lineup, but I'm pretty certain they've got a stronger lineup. No, Micah Sivo is not in the starting lineup. And he is not on the bench either. Micah Sivo is not playing. Their wingers are Hayes Dunster and Sean Russell. And the bench wingers, they've got... I don't know. Zach Sinney, Lume. Long story short, that Eels-Raiders game might be a drag. But we'll do our best. Oh, for God's sake, Mitchell. Mitchell with the $15 donation. Appreciate you, Mitchell, for the donos. Did somebody say pizza? We did say pizza, Mitchell. We did say pizza. Jay, he's trying to prove you wrong, Jay. He's trying to go against you. I have my flights booked for Cowboys in New Zealand, though. Need to chat about New Zealand. Yeah, well, I'll probably go Wednesday to... maybe Tuesday to Friday. Spend a couple of days there. Yeah, Tuesday to Friday is probably when I'll aim for, because I think Anzac Day's on the Thursday, and then I'll need to be back to Shreen. I could stay another week, to be fair. We'll see. We'll see. Hayden says, I reckon a Raiders win if Eels don't have similar thoughts. I don't think a winger has anything to do with the team winning or losing. Third tackle and Manly get this ball to the 43. It's a 2-point game, by the way, guys. It's 20-18 to the Roosters. This is a good game. This is an enjoyable game. Max Ponon says, going to Titans vs Eels at Ippy. Nah, I'll stream it here, bro. I live stream all pre-season games, and then regular season I'll beat every regular season Titans game, right? Home or away. But no, I won't be going to the preseason matchups. I can just sit here and talk you guys through because I feel like, especially tomorrow, mate, Roosters with the ball at 20, I feel like especially tomorrow I'm going to have to do a lot of defense for this team. I feel like it would be useless me going there. The benefit of me going there, right, for what I do is that you get a hype kind of vlog and atmosphere and whatnot, but I can't really do too much in a preseason game where we're playing all our rookies. I love these boys, love them, but I think it would be better served me sitting here defending kind of what potentially could happen tomorrow than the vlogs. That's why I decided to do that in preseason. 20 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe. CJ said you'd put Roosters on a 101 lock before today's match, but look what's happening. Yeah, absolutely. You would absolutely guarantee the Roosters win 99 games out of 100 coming into this game, or even 100 games out of 100 coming into this game against Manly, but Manly have been really impressive. But Tuimana Vega drops the ball, and Billy Smith gets one back over him because he grabs the ball at the 10. Okay, here come the Roosters. 0 tackle. Let their side Kiri. Tupou on the wing. He steps around. Try time on the wing. Daniel Tupou. Really lackluster defense there. Really lackluster defense there from Manly. But the Roosters will have a kick from the sideline here to try and make it 26-18. Otherwise, it's still a 6-point game. Ray Vega has been so good today, but unfortunately, this was just an absolute schmozzle. Drops it. Kiri gets him, knock on, Billy Smith grabs it, he'll get taken down, and they just go short side quickly and try time for Daniel Tupou. Kiri, he has the number 17 there, which I think is Angus Crichton, and then Daniel Tupou puts it over in the corner, but you can't get further left than this one. Sam Walker's not the greatest of conversion kickers. I don't know if Suoliti's on the field right now. Yeah, Fatima, there's 3 home games after the Warriors game against the Storm, Cowboys and Knights. Yeah, we have a really good stretch in Queensland, southeast Queensland, from like round 7 till 15. We play the Tigers at Leichhardt, I think, round 15. Bad says, I pissed myself laughing if the NRL gave Broncos the bye during Magic Round. They would never do that. It's not possible. That will never happen. That's a fact. Semino says, who is an underrated pick for fantasy and Supercoach? See, if I keep saying this guy, I keep saying this player, it will... Dylan Lucas is the one. Dylan Lucas is absolutely the one. He's 502k, but I've been saying for literally a month that he is a guaranteed lock in my team. Him and Joe Tarpany. Tarpany is a must-have for me this year at the Raiders. Must-have. You saw it last night too. But if you go back and look at my Supercoach stream that I was talking... I think... Who was it that said before? I can't remember who was said before they watched my Supercoach stream and liked it. Oh, it was Mike Nolan. Yeah, in that stream I told... Oh! He's going to hit the post and miss! Oh, wow, that's such a good keep. He hit the post and missed. 24-18 with 18 minutes to go. 6-point game. Jeez, we're in for one here, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a good game here. But yeah, I said Joe Tarpany's a must and Dylan Lucas a must, and they've proven me perfectly correct recently, so happy with that. Happy with that for sure. But alright, we are in for a crazy finish here, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy finish. Fatima says, then it's 3 home... That's right. Bads, it's Queensland beautiful one day, perfect the next. BKR knows. Mate, BKR knows. It's actually, it was raining before, but I liked that, and now it's sunny. Beautiful. You can't complain. Can't complain with Queensland, mate. The only people who complain about Queensland... Oh, that's going to be a knock-on from the Roosters. Oh, no, he's played it with that with his stomach, I think. So it's going to be Manly. Roosters ball at the 15. Wow, interesting there, Junior Polga. Doxo4 says, just got here. As a Manly fan, how are we in this game and was up at half? Aren't Roosters full strength? Brother, I've explained this to death, to be completely honest with you. You're absolutely right. It's very concerning for the Roosters. But if the Roosters are going to struggle in a game, at least it's the preseason, but as a Manly fan, you should be very, very hopeful. You should be very, very hopeful with your depth, but that doesn't necessarily mean that your Manly team is going to be a great team this year, but your depth has performed really exceptionally today that you'd be impressed with. Roosters might be away here. Oh, that would have been 4 passes if he got that ball away, Connor Watson. Taking out the 30. Bugger, those post-regulation size, mate, they're even bigger, just for the sake of Sam Walker. And, oh, that's a tackle in air. Yep, penalty. Yep, Billy Smith there, that will be classed as a tackle in air. I don't think he made enough of an attempt at getting the ball. I do think that he's probably going for the ball, but he hasn't made enough of an attempt to go for it, and then he's impacted the player coming down to the ground. I think that, yeah, he hasn't made enough of an attempt there. It's a tackle in there. EA, what's the Supercoach code? It's in the pinned comment, bro. In the chat, pinned comment, 451428. Ladder prediction, Shinks doesn't come out until not this Monday, but next Monday. The week of the season starting is when I always put out my ladder prediction. But as it's Nano BKR, the ladies love this game. They got to see Satilli's ass. And so did all of Bondi. In their pink short shorts. They love that. Only you were. Third tackle. Plenty of latte sipping going on tonight. Now it's third tackle here for Manly. They're 35 metres out, 30 metres out. Good run here. They could score a converted try and tie this game up, and that would be wild. Out to Brandon Wakeham. Wakeham at the back now to... I'm not sure who this is, number 23 for Manly. Who is number 23 for Manly? I think that was Hopawade they just said, did they? Well, there we go, back to that. Okay, Manly now, 20 metres out, fifth tackle. 23 is Lehigh Hopawade. Yeah. Is he related to... Fifth tackle, right-hand side. Hopawade. Chance here for the Manly. Tedesco will let it bounce, and it will go dead. I don't know if he deliberately let that bounce, to be fair. I think Tedesco got a little bit lucky there, but it is what it is. All right, Tedesco gets his ball to the 30. I said I'm going from Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah, I don't know my schedule just yet, man. Like, obviously, I've got to stream still. I've got to stream and do a lot of stuff. So we'll see. But penalty the Roosters here. All I know is that I'm going to Daz's Cook to get some pie. Because he makes some great pies. I will absolutely go into his shop in Auckland to get that. So, it will be the Rosta Bowl. That's specifically the reason I haven't done keto or carnivore, and I'm just doing a My Muscle Chef diet, because I don't want to be restricted on my travels. Like, completely, but I want to be restricted when I'm at home here. So, 0 tackles. Give me a fresh set of 6. First tackle now for the Roosters. There was a repeat set, and they'll be 22 minutes out. Can the Roosters finish the game up now? Jace is better than Jackie Leach's pies. Mate, if you had Instagram, I know you don't, Jay, but if you had Instagram, you'd follow him and you'd see Dazza. He makes some pies, son. He makes some pies. Suya Wong, taken down. 8 metres out from the line. Jake Arthur just stopped that from being a try. Connor Watson, he'll go left-hand side to Manu Kiri. Knock on from Angus Crichton. Knock on from Angus Crichton. EA says, do you think Central Coast could get one of the new team spots? Looks like a nice stadium and they seem to like league. I would say if they go with Central Coast, which I doubt, I would say that Bears will get half of it. There's no way they'll go to Central Coast without splitting it with the Bears. I don't think that they give the Bears anything unless it's Central Coast. Perth is its own brand. Papua New Guinea, we've already seen Olam voices concerns about that. Pacifica, I don't think a New Zealand team goes in with them. So I think the Bears' only lackluster chance at trying to circle jerk and grab onto the last little semblance of an opportunity would be to go with the Central Coast. And I don't think it happens. I personally believe that they're so desperate to get Perth in, but they're hesitant. I personally believe the best option is to South Island, New Zealand, to have the rivalry between North Island and South Island. Bears are banned in Perth. Jay, that is the best thing. Bears are definitely banned on the Gold Coast, that's for sure. Left-hand side, Manly. Crunched down. Tommy Talau crunched down. I'll do a tipping stream for Vegas games, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. The game, Jay. Bad says Balmain need to go to Perth. Bears at Gosford. Stuff PNG New Zealand. Disagree completely with pretty much everything you've just said. So Tedesco will get this ball to the 20. First tackle. At least this is a good game. Like, it's the preseason, but this has been an enjoyable game to watch. Queenstown Devils might be for the next team. Is Queenstown South Island? Is that South Island? I'm not too sure of the New Zealand geography. But I think Christchurch is South Island, isn't it? Not a real team, but... Well, I just want a South Island team of some sort. Don't be anti-Bear, sir. Bad, you're talking to a Titans fan, mate. Of course I'm anti-Bear. I hate that organisation more than the Broncos. I will hate that organisation more than the Broncos to the day that I die. And I will be with a smile on my face for every single second that the North City Bears are not in the competition. But fans-wise, they're fans I don't have a problem with. Their organisation, complete scumbags. Second tackle here for Manly. They're 10 metres out. Oh, jeez, it crunched down. Roosters good defence here. I've been there. It's a beautiful holiday destination. Christchurch. Bring back Cumberland, does mate says. You need help. 4 tackle now. 15 out from their own line. Not a great set here from Manly. Regardless, though, this is such an impressive performance here by the Manly Sea Eagles. Such an impressive performance. 5th tackle. And Wakeham will kick this one down. Would be a 20-40 if it went to the sideline, but won't happen. See, that says Christchurch is such a dead city. Queenstown is a lively... Oh, Tedesco! Great run. Is a lively holiday city. Lots of tourism. Able to hold a team, I reckon. Well, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd trust your word over mine. Joe Manu. He's going to put that ball over the top here. And that was not the play on first tackle, but it's pre-season. It is what it is. 10 minutes to go here of the game, guys. 24-18 right now to the Sydney Roosters over Manly. 10 minutes left. Hit that like button, subscribe. Bears are more of a wash club in this house. Oh, boy. So, Manly, second tackle, 10 out. Apparently, Manly on the left side of the field are down a defender. But they're struggling right now. Manly are very tired. There's no way, man. Oh, wow. They're going to kick this ball to the sideline here. And that's a great kick. And Viega, he flicks the ball back underneath. And Manly are away. They're at the halfway point. At the 40. He kicks it back onto the inside of the field. They've got a player in the middle of the field. Hits his stomach. Is that a knock on? I don't know. Try time maybe for Jackson Paulo. Manly have just scored. And it's going to be 24-22 with a kick to come. Wow, Manly have just scored and it's 24-22 with a kick to come. That is crazy. Oh my goodness me. Paulo for my Supercoach team right at the time I just said. A couple of good kicks there. Brandon Wakeham out to Viega. Viega flicks it underneath there for, I can't remember who it was who kicked it across, but Jackson Paulo scores and it's a try time. That kick from Wakeham was brilliant. And the Viega flick. Viega's been really good today. And that kick to the inside is not an easy kick with Lindsay Collins coming up at that middle as well. But you see Jackson Paulo just there and yeah, he just hit his knee. Yeah, it's great. That's a try. Well, Teddy has definitely outplayed Turbo today. I haven't seen Turbo all game. Probably the only play today that Teddy has outperformed. Yes, Tedesco has outperformed Tom Trbojevic today. Actually, I would disagree. I'd still say Tom Trbojevic played better than Tedesco today. Tedesco's not been good today. He's not been good. So I would say Tom Trbojevic, despite not playing, probably ranks better in this game than Tedesco. Adelaide Rams back, could use the A-League team. A-League team stadium that looks good. Coopers. All right, Wakeham, can he tie this game up? 8.5 minutes to go here of the game. I was just saying how tired Manly looked, and then they go and score. 8.5 minutes to go here of the game. And Wakeham will... Oh my God, he's missed the kick. Welcome to Rugby League, everybody. Brandon Wakeham has just missed a kick that I'm pretty certain Dad's mate would have gotten. I can't believe he's just missed that. 24-22. That is so disappointing, man. See, that's Wakeham, though, unfortunately, bro. I don't want to sit here and shit on him, but, like, you can't be missing that, man. You just can't be missing that, dude. That's just an awful miss. How have you missed that kick? It's now a 2-point game, 24-22. Where was Wakeham when he took the kick? Like 10 metres to the right. It was a kick that absolutely every day of the week should have been made. But all right, 8 minutes, 24 to go here of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. We've got a whole season to go. And Manly knocked the ball on the first set after points. And the Roosters now be 20 metres out from the line. Can they find a way to get a converted try and then wrap it all up? Send everyone home. Say Roosters have got the dub. They make a mistake, though. Manly still got a chance, or even if they score and then miss a conversion, Manly still a chance. EA says, Manly. Not too long until we get to hear that voice at Brookvale. Right-hand side, Seal Wong. He's lost the ball. He's lost that ball. He's trying to offload back, they've said. Third tackle at the 5. Gives up to Lindsay Collins. Collins underneath here to Radley. Radley to Sam Walker. Over the top here. Daniel Tupou. Daniel Tupou. Daniel Tupou! Held up. Wow, Manly. Well done. Well done, Manly. That's great hold up there. Why are they even checking this? That is some really, really good stuff here by the Manly defense to wrap up Tupou. So they're not checking it. Good refereeing. They are just saying we're going to give the Roosters ball at the 10 for tackle. Caper says Seagulls snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. But there's nothing that you could ever complain about with the Manly Seagulls today. They have a full depth rookie squad out there. Not rookie squad, but full depth squad out there. None of their big star players are playing. And they're currently down by 2 to a full strength Roosters. That's played at. Roosters 6 again. Roosters 6 again. Dragons are a successful merger, Nate J said. Oh, don't know about that, bro. They have won one premiership in their merge, but outside of that, second tackle here. Out the back to Collins. Collins here to Sam Walker. Walker here. This is the side they should target because they're all tired. And Seal Wong, 1 minute short here of the line. If I'm the Roosters right now, I keep going right. I keep pumping the right because they're all exhausted on that right-hand side. Watson gives up to Lindsay Collins. He fakes it himself. Here he goes. 2 minutes short of the line. 4 tackle for the Roosters. Oh, it's an easy try. That's an easy try. Manly were too tired. Connor Watson just scoots it up to the right. That was always going to happen there, and that should be game over. Pack it up. That should be game over. Pack it up. Basically under the post there. Yeah, disappointing performance here from the Roosters today, but they will get the win, which it would have been embarrassing if they didn't. But you'll take that. Manly on that left-hand side, just too tired. And honestly, man, Brandon Waker missing that kick is what will really hurt them the most. But what will hurt them will also be having that knock-on after those points. Hissing Autumn says, do you think the Raiders can win the game against Parramatta? It's a pre-season trial, bro, so yes, they can. But I think Eels probably win. But I'll be live streaming that game, so we'll talk about that in probably about 10 minutes' time when we jump across to that stream. When we jump across there. But this has been a fun game to talk through in the pre-season. This has been a fun game. So brave from our B team. Tried hard, done good. Yeah, absolutely will. You couldn't be complaining about this as a Manly fan, that's for sure. This is what I want to see from the Titans tomorrow. Just give it a crack, you know. That's all we want to see. Just give it a crack. As fans, all you want to see is your team give it every effort they can. And at the end of the day, although these are depth players for Manly, they're still professional rugby league players. Time enough for another try? Oh, yeah, 5 minutes to go. He will get the kick, though, so it's game over. There's time for 2 tries, but Manly are too tired. They're not getting 2 tries. That is the link for the Squeals vs Faders game. Oh! Sam Walker nearly missed that kick. Wow. He nearly just did worse than Waker, but he does get it, though, still. He does get it, so we'll be 30-22 to the Roosters. Yeah, it's good to have rugby league back. Oh, baby, this is going to be a crazy season. It's going to be a real rock and roll season. Raiders and the Eels are next. Jay, do you know what time that stream is meant to start? Is it meant to start now? At 4:40? I can't remember. But we do have Eels Raiders next, and then we will have the Charity Shield, Rabbitohs Dragons. CJ says Ethan Strange, first try scorer is my guess. First try scorer for that game, I'll go Blaze Talangi. Oh, in 8 minutes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We'll get a 5-minute break. Knock back from Manly. Don't worry, Roosters get the ball. We'll get a 4-minute break. How good's that? How good's that? So be second tackle. I might get a snack, though, in between. I'll leave my dinner for after. I'll get a snack, like a protein bar or something. Second tackle here for the Roosters. No, don't worry about that. Penalty to the Roosters. Oh, quick tap from PRESEASON. Oh, they're going to say he's off the mark. But yeah, it's great to have rugby league back, man. Gives us a lot to do on our Saturday. Sit back and enjoy the footy. Tanner, don't worry, bro. I've ripped into the Roosters all stream long, man. Roosters have been disappointing for having a near full-strength team against a reserve team. You're absolutely correct. But this is what the Roosters do every single year. They have a slow peak at the end, but also it doesn't come together overall when it comes to the absolute crunch of it all. That's another penalty here to the Roosters at the 15. Yeah, it's not a near full-strength team, actually, Tano. CJ's right. It's a full-strength team minus Brandon Smith, who played in the Multi All-Stars game yesterday. So Brandon Smith plays, and they would have had a full-strength team the other day. So Roosters here, 3 metres out. 6 again here. Manly really tired now. Really, really tired. 6 again. Nat Butcher, 4 metres out here from the line. Couple of metres out. Connor Watson gives it off to Walker. Forward pass. Knock on, don't worry. Oh, come on, Billy Smith. Settle down. Desmond says, I agreed with bad, but they have no history. Good history, at least. They have more attempts at getting back into the NRL than premierships. Oh, what's bad said? Bears got screwed by Manly in their merger. In fact, every merger has been a fail in my books. Yeah, well, that's because you got 2 heads of the table. You can't have 2 heads of the table. It's not possible. Good business does not work with 2 heads at the table. Dragons are a prime example of this with the Steelers, with Wollongong and Cogra is what I'll say for everybody there. St. George and anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? My brain's fried. And then you've got the Tigers with Campbellton, with Buddy Balmain and Wes. They hate each other. Those 2 clubs hate each other. Imagine partnering and merging 2 teams that are rivals. Stupid. Oh, Manly here. Oh, that's a high tackle. That's a penalty. Wow, they're saying it's okay. This is going to be a try here for the Roosters. Don't know about that. I would like to go back and call that. Supercoach experiences, how much of a drag is the second halves? Yeah, it is, man. It's a very much of a drag in the second half. But with that being said, this has been a fun game. I'd say this has been the best game so far in the pre-season. Bads, footy's too tribal. Fans don't like each other. Mergers are a waste. I agree. I absolutely agree. Grousey says, this Roosters team sucks. Imagine only beating Manly's C team by 8. It's a pretty bad look. It is a bad look, mate. But at least they get it out of the way in the pre-season. But it is a bad look for sure. I agree with you. Supercoach experience, no, I know that. I've obviously been streaming for 4 hours. Now I've got 4 hours still to go. So my brain's starting to, clock off a little bit at times. But with that being said, we're about to have a coffee and a snack in between. And we go again for Raiders Eels. And then we go again for Rabbitohs versus Dragons. Manly ain't winning the 100k this year, he says. No, they are not. Well, right now, the Knights would be top of the table. Right now. Sam says, there's no way they can let that go. No way. Yeah, Dragons Steelers. There you go. Western Balmain. North Sydney Manly. Yeah, North Sydney did get screwed big time. One commentator once said, it's culturalism, it's tribalism, rock hard. That's a great commentator, that one. So you were watching the live stream, were you, Jay? That was so funny, man. I was trying my best not to crack up the whole time. Hey, there's that 13 plus for the Roosters fan who bet $100 on it. 36-22 right now with a minute 26 to go here of the game. Bad says, are you doing all 4 games? Yeah, bro, I do every game here. The only games I don't live stream for the NRL is when I am at the Titans game, and the game either before or after it is what I miss. But then again, we have Rando this year. Otherwise, there's Chihuahua Boy who comes on and streams Titans games if it's an away game and he's not there with me. So there is a lot. Yeah, I heard on the potty. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Plus, most mergers kill one of the teams basically off. Everyone calls the West Tigers the Tigers. Why do you think that I hate the North Sydney Bears with Sebastian? Because I know what they were trying to do. Any fan, this goes for North Sydney Bears fan, because there's one fan who is so passionate about responding to me and saying, oh, no, that was just one guy's opinion in the organisation. Bullshit. That's not what happens 3 years down the track in a merger. It's not what happens 2 years down the track in a merger. Knock on from the Roosters. It's not what happens. One club will reign supreme. And at the end of the day, yes, one club gets killed off. It's a battle. It's the battle of the fittest, effectively. It is. And the Bears wanted to take the Titans. After probably about 5 years, they would have worked out that they probably would have got 75% of the home games after 5 years, after swapping it every year, and they would have eventually removed the Titans. I guarantee you. That's why I hate the Bears. First tackle of Manly, 15 minutes out. Now that 13 plus is looking a little bit shaky. ADL says, should listen to Olivia Rodrigo to stay awake. Oh, yeah. That's a Supercoach experience special, that one. 3 minutes until the next stream, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, well, that stream can wait until I'm ready. Aaron Woods, no, I'll be there. Third tackle here. This will be the last play of the game, guys. There you go, left. Jake Arthur taken down. This will be the last play right now. Fourth tackle. They roll it back. Fa'alolo, Jake Arthur. Arthur at the back here to the number 26, who I have no idea who that is. Brandon Wakeham kicks it across here. What's the bounce going to do? No, it will go dead, and that's the final score. 36-22. The Roosters do win, guys. Very disappointing, controversially poor performance there from the Roosters, and great performance from the Manly Seagulls, even though they lost. But there we go, guys. We live to see another day. We'll be back in 2 minutes' time for the Eels and Raiders game. I'm going to go quickly grab something to eat and get something to drink. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.